These trucks weren't built for comfort, speed, or style, they were built to survive. From deserts to mountains, mud to snow, they endured abuse that would destroy modern pickups. Today, we're counting down 10 forgotten off-road trucks that never failed, proving durability is everything. Get ready to see machines engineered for extremes, not owners. Number 10, International Harvester Scout 800. The International Harvester Scout 800 was designed as one of the first true civilian off-road trucks, long before SUVs became mainstream. It was built to handle abuse and survive rugged conditions, making it a favorite for farmers, ranchers, and off-road adventurers. Its simple, boxy construction, combined with a strong ladder frame chassis, allowed it to endure heavy use while remaining mechanically straightforward and repairable even in remote areas. Under the hood, the Scout 800 offered inline-six and small V8 engines, paired with manual transmissions and part-time four-wheel drive. Its solid axles and leaf spring suspension provided durability and off-road capability that rivaled much larger vehicles. While the Scout's performance was modest compared to modern trucks, its strength came from its overbuilt components, which rarely failed, even under harsh conditions or when heavily loaded. In real-world use, the Scout 800 earned a reputation for resilience and dependability. Owners frequently used it for off-road work, towing, and navigating unpaved backcountry roads. It thrived in muddy fields, rocky trails, and steep inclines where conventional vehicles would often fail. Its ability to keep going under relentless punishment cemented its status as a truck built for abuse, not convenience. The interior and ride quality were minimal. Steering was heavy, the cabin cramped, and there were few comfort features, but these compromises were intentional. International Harvester prioritized durability, simplicity, and ease of repair, creating a truck that could survive decades of harsh use without sophisticated electronics or delicate components. Owners accepted its Spartan nature because it performed when it counted, which is what truly mattered in remote and demanding conditions. Even today, surviving Scout 800s are cherished by collectors and off-road enthusiasts. Many are still capable of tackling trails and heavy work with original engines and drivetrains. The Scout 800 didn't survive because it was pampered. It survived because it was engineered to endure, often far beyond the limits of its drivers. Its legacy continues to inspire modern off-road vehicles, proving that toughness and reliability can outlast power and luxury. For anyone seeking a true classic that could handle abuse and keep going, the Scout 800 remains a timeless example of unbreakable engineering. Number 9. Suzuki SJ410. The Suzuki SJ410 is built with a single purpose in mind: reliable off-road mobility in harsh environments. It wasn't designed to compete with larger trucks in power or comfort, but to survive constant abuse on poor roads, trails, and rural terrain. Its compact size and lightweight body allowed it to access areas where heavier vehicles struggled, making it a trusted tool rather than a recreational vehicle. Powered by a small displacement petrol engine, the Suzuki SJ410 relied on low-range gearing, a manual transmission, and a true part-time four-wheel drive system to deliver capability. Solid axles, leaf springs, and minimal electronics kept the mechanical layout extremely simple. This simplicity meant fewer failure points, allowing the Suzuki SJ410 to endure years of rough use with basic maintenance. In real-world conditions, the Suzuki SJ410 proved its durability through daily hard labor. It was used by farmers, utility workers, and off-road operators who pushed it through mud, rocks, river crossings, and steep terrain. Despite being underpowered, its lightweight and strong driveline allowed it to keep moving, where heavier vehicles became stuck or suffered mechanical damage. Inside, the Suzuki SJ410 offered almost no comfort. The cabin was loud, cramped, and basic, with minimal insulation or features. But this lack of refinement worked in its favor. With fewer components to break and easy access to mechanical parts, repairs could be done quickly, even in remote locations. Owners valued the Suzuki SJ410 not for comfort, but for its ability to survive neglect and punishment. Decades later, Many Suzuki SJ410s are still operating in rural and off-road communities around the world. Some continue to run on original engines and gearboxes, a rare achievement for vehicles that lived hard lives. These trucks were often driven beyond their intended limits, yet rarely suffered catastrophic failures. Bent panels and worn interiors became badges of honor, not signs of weakness. The Suzuki SJ410's survival wasn't luck. It was the result of conservative engineering and mechanical honesty. Even today, they remain popular bases for extreme off-road builds because the core platform is so strong. The Suzuki SJ410 didn't earn its reputation through power or luxury. It earned it by never failing when it mattered most, securing its place as one of the toughest forgotten off-road trucks ever built. Number 8. Mitsubishi Pajero Gen 1. The first generation Mitsubishi Pajero was built before SUVs became family vehicles, back when off-road ability and durability mattered more than comfort or image. The short wheelbase Pajero, in particular, was engineered as a compact but extremely tough off-road machine designed to handle rough terrain, long-distance travel, and repeated abuse. Its simple body-on-frame construction and compact size made it agile off-road, while its strong mechanical foundation allowed it to survive conditions that destroyed many competitors. Mechanically, the Pajero Gen 1 was offered with a range of petrol and diesel engines, paired with manual transmissions and a proper low-range 4WD system. Solid rear axles, strong front suspension components, and a well-balanced chassis gave it excellent traction and control on uneven terrain. While not the most powerful vehicle of its era, the Pajero relied on torque, gearing, and durability, allowing it to crawl through sand, rocks, and mud without overstressing its components. The Pajero truly proved itself in the real world through long-term hard use and competitive off-road conditions. It gained international recognition through its success in rally raids, particularly endurance-style events that pushed vehicles to their limits for thousands of kilometers. These events exposed weaknesses quickly, and the Pajero survived. That same durability translated directly to civilian use, where owners pushed these trucks through deserts, mountain passes, and remote trails with minimal mechanical failures. Comfort inside the early Pajero was basic at best. Noise insulation was minimal, the suspension was firm, and long drives could be exhausting. But this was intentional. Mitsubishi prioritized strength, reliability, and simplicity, creating a vehicle that could be repaired easily and trusted far from civilization. Owners accepted the rough ride because the Pajero consistently delivered one thing that mattered most: it got them home. Decades later, many first-generation Pajeros are still in use across rural regions and off-road communities. Some remain mechanically original, a rare achievement for a vehicle that spent much of its life under stress. The Pajero Gen 1 didn't earn its reputation through luxury or refinement. It earned it by surviving relentless abuse without failure, securing its place as one of the most unbreakable and often forgotten off-road trucks ever built. Number 7. Chevrolet K5 Blazer. The early Chevrolet K5 Blazer was built during a time when off-road vehicles were expected to work hard, take abuse, and keep going, not deliver comfort or luxury. Based on Chevrolet's proven truck platforms, the K5 Blazer combined a short wheelbase, strong ladder frame, and true four-wheel drive, making it highly capable off-road. It was designed for rural work, rough trails, and utility use, long before SUVs became lifestyle vehicles. Under the hood, early K5 Blazers were powered by inline-6 and V8 engines, paired with manual transmissions and solid axles front and rear. These components were simple, heavy-duty, and easy to repair, even in remote areas. The solid axle setup gave the Blazer excellent articulation and durability, allowing it to climb over rocks, power through mud, and handle uneven terrain with confidence. While the ride was rough and steering heavy, the mechanical strength was unquestionable. In real-world use, the K5 Blazer earned a reputation for reliability under constant abuse. Farmers, ranchers, and off-road workers used them daily to haul equipment, tow trailers, and navigate rough land where roads barely existed. These trucks were often overloaded and poorly maintained, yet they continued to function year after year, proving that durability was built into their core design. Comfort was never the Blazer's strength. Wind noise, vibrations, and minimal interior insulation made long drives tiring. But these compromises were intentional. Chevrolet focused on strength, simplicity, and off-road capability, not refinement. Owners accepted the harsh driving experience because the truck delivered something more important: dependability in difficult conditions where failure wasn't an option. Today, early solid-axle K5 Blazers are increasingly rare, but their legacy remains strong among off-road enthusiasts. Many surviving examples still operate with original drivetrains, a testament to their overbuilt construction. Some have logged hundreds of thousands of miles across farms, trails, and backcountry roads without major engine or drivetrain failures. Restorers often discover frames and axles still straight after decades of abuse. These trucks didn't survive because they were preserved. They survived because they were built to endure. The K5 Blazer didn't earn its reputation by being comfortable or fast. It earned it by never giving up, even after decades of hard use, making it a true unbreakable off-road classic. Number 6. Nissan Patrol G60, the Nissan Patrol. G60 represents one of the purest forms of early off-road engineering, built at a time when reliability mattered more than comfort or styling. Developed as a heavy-duty utility vehicle, the G60 was designed to operate in deserts, mountains, and remote rural regions where breakdowns were not an option. Its boxy design, thick steel construction, and simple mechanical layout made it a trusted companion for people who needed a vehicle that could endure continuous punishment. At its core, the Patrol G60 featured large displacement inline-six petrol engines, paired with a manual transmission and a robust four-wheel drive system. The drivetrain was intentionally overbuilt, with solid axles front and rear and heavy leaf springs designed to carry loads over rough terrain without flexing or failure. While this made the ride extremely stiff and uncomfortable, it allowed the truck to handle deep sand, rocky trails, and uneven ground far better than many competitors of its era. In real-world use, the G60 earned a reputation for unbreakable durability, especially in harsh environments such as the Middle East, Australia, and parts of Africa. Owners often push these trucks far beyond their intended limits, hauling equipment, crossing deserts, and running for years with minimal servicing. Even when abused, the Patrol continued to operate, which is why many examples survived decades of hard use and are still running today. The Patrol G60 was never a refined vehicle. Steering was heavy, braking required effort, and the cabin offered almost no insulation from heat or noise. But these sacrifices were intentional. Nissan focused entirely on mechanical strength and long-term survival, creating a vehicle that prioritized function over comfort. For its users, the Patrol wasn't about enjoying the drive. It was about reaching places others couldn't and returning safely. Today, the Nissan Patrol G60 is often overlooked in favor of newer, more luxurious off-roaders. Yet among enthusiasts who understand real durability, it remains a benchmark for toughness. What truly sets the G60 apart is that many of these trucks weren't restored. They simply never stopped working. Decades later, surviving examples stand as proof that when durability comes first, a vehicle doesn't just age, it endures. In remote villages and desert routes, some Patrol G60s are still used as daily work vehicles, carrying supplies and people where modern trucks fear to go. Their continued presence on the road is living proof that true off-road engineering never goes out of date. Number 5. Pinzgauer 710M. The Pinzgauer 710M is a lightweight yet incredibly tough off-road vehicle originally designed for military use, but also adapted for civilian utility. What makes it remarkable is its portal axle system and fully independent suspension, which give it extraordinary ground clearance, articulation, and off-road capability far beyond ordinary trucks. Its design philosophy focused on mobility and durability over comfort, meaning drivers endured a basic cabin and stiff ride, but the vehicle could traverse terrain that would stop most pickups in their tracks. Powering the 710M was typically a 2.5-liter inline-4 engine, paired with a manual transmission and permanent 4WD system. While not powerful by modern standards, its low weight and torque-focused gearing allowed the truck to climb steep slopes, ford rivers, and haul heavy loads without strain. The chassis and drivetrain were built to take punishment repeatedly, making it one of the few trucks of its era that could survive decades of heavy use with minimal mechanical issues. In real-world conditions, the Pinzgauer 710M excelled in mountainous, snowy, and remote terrain. Civilian utility users, including explorers, forestry workers, and off-road enthusiasts, discovered that the vehicle could carry people and cargo over obstacles that would destroy conventional trucks. Its reliability under abuse made it a favorite for expeditions and industrial applications, where failure could mean getting stranded in extreme environments. What sets the Pinzgauer apart is its unique engineering. The combination of a lightweight chassis, portal axles, and excellent weight distribution allows it to carry heavy payloads while maintaining incredible stability. Unlike many trucks that rely on sheer power, the 710M survives on smart design, balanced mechanics, and robust construction, making it nearly impossible to break in real-world off-road scenarios. Even today, the Pinzgauer 710M is sought after by collectors and extreme off-road enthusiasts. Its legendary durability and unmatched mobility ensure it remains a symbol of vehicles built to endure anything. While uncomfortable and slow on regular roads, it thrives in places where modern SUVs would fail, proving that the 710M is not just forgotten, it is truly unbreakable. Number 4. Dodge Power Wagon W300. The Dodge Power Wagon W300 is an icon of American heavy-duty off-road engineering. Built for work, not luxury, this truck was designed to haul, tow, and survive abuse that would destroy most civilian pickups. Its massive ladder frame chassis, solid front and rear axles, and heavy-duty leaf spring suspension allowed it to handle extreme loads and tackle rough terrain with ease. Comfort was not a consideration. The W300's interior was Spartan, the ride stiff, and the cabin noisy, but every mechanical component was designed to endure punishment without failing. Under the hood, the W300 typically housed a 6-cylinder or V8 engine, paired with a manual 4-speed transmission and part-time 4-wheel drive. Its drivetrain and axles were intentionally overbuilt, allowing the truck to tackle steep inclines, deep mud, and rocky trails while fully loaded. The Power Wagon's heavy-duty brakes and reinforced steering components meant it could endure daily abuse on construction sites, farms, and rough logging roads where lighter trucks would break down. In real-world use, the W300 earned a reputation for near indestructibility. Farmers, ranchers, and off-road operators reported decades of hard labor, towing trailers, carrying heavy equipment, and traversing rugged terrain, with only minimal maintenance required. Even in extreme conditions like frozen fields, desert sands, or mountainous trails, the W300 could keep moving where other trucks would give up. Its combination of weight, power, and durability made it a favorite among those who valued reliability above comfort. The Power Wagon's legacy extends beyond its mechanical strength. It became a symbol of the American work truck, capable of enduring relentless abuse for decades. While its ride, fuel economy, and handling would be considered harsh by modern standards, enthusiasts and collectors today celebrate the W300 for its brute strength and longevity, proving that true off-road capability doesn't require luxury. Even decades later, surviving W300s are still in use on farms, in logging operations, and in extreme off-road clubs. The truck's simplicity, overbuilt design, and raw power make it an enduring example of engineering focused purely on survival and utility. It wasn't built to pamper its drivers. It was built to endure anything the world could throw at it, which is why the Dodge Power Wagon W300 remains one of the most unbreakable off-road trucks of its era. Number 3. Toyota Land Cruiser 70 Series. The Toyota Land Cruiser 70 Series is often called the ultimate workhorse, and for good reason. Unlike its more comfort-oriented successors, the 70 Series was built with durability and survival as the top priorities. Its design focuses on strength over luxury, a simple, rugged ladder frame chassis, heavy-duty axles, and a robust drivetrain capable of surviving decades of abuse. Originally aimed at industrial, agricultural, and off-road expedition markets. This truck quickly earned a reputation for being virtually indestructible, especially in the harshest environments on Earth. Powering the 70 series is a variety of inline-six petrol and diesel engines, with the diesel variants becoming legendary for their longevity and torque delivery. Coupled with a manual transmission and solid 4WD system, these trucks are capable of towing, carrying heavy loads, and crawling through terrain that would leave most modern SUVs stranded. The suspension is designed for load-bearing and off-road articulation, not comfort, giving the truck a stiff, utilitarian ride that many casual drivers find unforgiving but necessary for its extreme capability. In practical terms, the 70 series has proven itself across the globe. It dominates in remote Australian outback routes, African deserts, and the rugged terrains of South America, often used by miners, farmers, and NGOs where reliability is critical. Unlike trucks that fail after years of harsh service, Land Cruiser 70s often surpass 500,000 kilometers without major repairs, and their engines and drivetrains are known to endure decades of abuse with minimal maintenance. This durability has made it a staple in industries where vehicle failure could mean lost productivity or even danger to life. The 70 series has also become a symbol of Toyota's philosophy of building trucks that survive, not pamper. Owners often praise its simplicity. Mechanical systems are easy to repair in the field. Parts are robust and widely available, and there are no unnecessary electronics to fail. While it lacks the luxury, speed, and refinement of modern SUVs, its reliability and off-road capability are unmatched, making it a true unbreakable legend in the eyes of enthusiasts and professionals alike. What sets the 70 series apart from nearly every other truck on this list is its combination of raw durability, versatility, and global reputation. Decades of extreme service, whether in humanitarian missions, industrial work, or desert expeditions, prove that this truck was built to endure anything the world could throw at it. It doesn't just survive abuse, it thrives under it, which is why the Land Cruiser 70 series remains one of the most respected and unbreakable trucks ever produced. Number 2. Kaiser Jeep M715. The Kaiser Jeep M715 was an early attempt at a civilian-adapted military workhorse, designed to handle the roughest conditions without complaint. Though officially a military truck, many were sold into civilian utility and commercial roles, especially in construction, logging, and rural areas. Unlike standard pickups of the era, the M715 was built to be overloaded, overworked, and under-maintained, making it a true survivor on rugged terrain where ordinary trucks would fail. Its reputation for toughness came from sturdy axles, heavy-duty suspension, and a simple, repairable drivetrain, all designed for abuse. Mechanically, the M715 was equipped with a 3.8-liter inline-six engine, producing around 130 horsepower, paired with a manual 4-speed transmission and dual-range 4WD. Its solid front and rear axles could handle heavy loads, while the stiff leaf spring suspension allowed the truck to carry more than twice the weight of civilian pickups without bending the frame. Simplicity was its secret. Fewer moving parts meant less could go wrong, and repairs could be done with minimal tools even in remote locations. In real-world conditions, the M715 excelled where comfort was irrelevant. Contractors and rural workers reported decades of harsh daily use, from hauling logs over rocky trails to towing heavy farm equipment, all without catastrophic failures. The ride was rough, steering was heavy, and the cabin was basic, but the truck kept moving. It became infamous for being unforgiving to drivers, yet nearly indestructible under abuse, perfectly embodying the concept of a machine built to survive conditions beyond ordinary expectations. Today, surviving M715s are celebrated by off-road enthusiasts and collectors alike. Despite its short production run, the truck's reputation endures because it refused to break. Even after years of heavy work, exposure to mud, snow, and neglect, many modern off-roaders admire the M715 not for speed or luxury, but for its raw durability and mechanical purity, qualities rarely seen in contemporary trucks. What makes the M715 stand out is its ability to bridge civilian and extreme utility use. It wasn't just a military vehicle, In the hands of farmers, loggers, and adventurers, it became a trustworthy companion for grueling tasks. Its combination of toughness, simplicity, and overbuilt engineering ensures that the M715 is remembered as one of the most unbreakable trucks ever made, and a perfect fit for this list of forgotten off-road legends. Number 1. Volvo C303 TGB11. Volvo C303, also known as the TGB11, was Sweden's answer to extreme off-road mobility. Designed primarily for the military but also adapted for civilian utility, this truck was engineered to survive conditions that would destroy most vehicles. With a lightweight chassis, portal axles, and an extremely high ground clearance, the C303 could traverse deep snow, mud, and uneven forest terrain with ease. Its design prioritized durability and traction over comfort, giving it a stiff ride and a utilitarian Spartan interior that reflected its built-to-last philosophy. Under the hood, the C303 featured a 2.0-liter, 2.1-liter B20 inline-4 engine, coupled with a manual gearbox and part-time four-wheel drive. What made it unique was its portal axles, which gave it extra clearance without massive tires, allowing it to tackle rocks, ditches, and water, crossings without getting stuck. Unlike most civilian trucks of the time, every component was overbuilt. The drivetrain, suspension, and even the body panels could handle continuous punishment, making it nearly indestructible in remote Swedish forests or rugged utility work. In real-world terms, the C303 earned legendary status for its longevity and reliability under abuse. Farmers, forestry workers, and extreme off-road enthusiasts still praise its ability to keep moving when other trucks would fail. The vehicle's ruggedness came at a cost. It was loud, uncomfortable, and impractical for modern roads. But that's exactly why it fits this list. It was engineered for abuse, not owners. And decades later, surviving examples prove that nothing short of extreme terrain could break it. Beyond its mechanical genius, the Volvo C303 has become a symbol of uncompromising off-road engineering. Collectors and hardcore off-roaders today seek these trucks for expedition builds, extreme trail events, and historical preservation. Its combination of simplicity, durability, and extreme capability ensures that the C303 is not just a relic. It's a benchmark for what a truck truly built for abuse looks like. Even in the modern era, where electronics and driver aids dominate, the raw mechanical purity of the C303 continues to impress and inspire. Some of the most extreme examples include C303s that have crossed hundreds of kilometers of untouched Swedish wilderness, carrying heavy loads of timber, tools, or even towing broken vehicles. Enthusiasts have documented them wading through rivers, climbing steep, muddy inclines, and handling snowdrifts that would stop modern SUVs in their tracks. These real-world feats are proof that the C303 wasn't just overbuilt on paper. It delivered in the harshest conditions imaginable, earning a reputation that still resonates with anyone serious about off-road durability. These trucks prove that true off-road engineering isn't about luxury, it's about surviving the toughest conditions. Decades later, many are still running, a testament to overbuilt durability and timeless design. If you loved seeing these unbreakable legends, hit like, share this video, and subscribe for more rare automotive content. Which of these trucks would you take off-road first? Comment below.